Rock 17 Rock and Review with the super talented, multi-talented Rick Vito. You know, you played with Bob Seger for years, Bonnie Raitt. You were in Fleetwood Mac, and you're still playing with Mick Fleetwood now in his blues project, plus your solo career.
That's right.
And I want to mention your W.C. Handy Award.
Right. Thank you.
So
that was for a song I wrote for an artist called Shamika Copeland.
Yeah. Just incredible stuff. Well, you know, and it's always fun having you on because you're a gear nut like me, Rick, and we usually bump into each other at guitar shows.
That's right.
And so I can't believe it's been a whole year since I had you on last when your album came out last year.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you introduced me to these G-sharp guitars, and I reached out to the manufacturer so we could cover them. And what a great little instrument.
They are.
Let's talk about it because you've been playing them for years.
Well, about a year, maybe a little over a year. And this one here, I customized a little bit. I put my signature model pick guard on it just to kind of
has that Art
make
Deco
it mine.
feel. Yeah,
to make it a little more Art Deco. But they're kind of the size of a baritone ukulele or a small tenor guitar, which is what I wanted. And they have a beautiful voice to them. It's very unique. Almost can get a jazz kind of Charlie Christian sound. I totally agree.
It has a hollow body guitar tonality to it.
Yeah, all depending on how you set your amp settings. And you can tune these things all the way from down to E up to A.
Right.
And in standard tuning, you know, by adjusting your other strings in course. But yeah, so it just adds a really another nice, beautiful voice to your ensemble.
Well, you know, and like we were talking about, and this is the standard model to where, you know, you can move the metal bridge here to change, you know, keep your intonations. Like you said, it's got the single pickup here. It's got the volume to where it's a push button here and hidden away. And then it's neck through body, so it's, you know, very stable. And it's got the tuners and everything. And this is the sunburst finish, and it comes in the natural, the wine red, and the black also. And I've had a lot of fun sitting around playing these, you know, kind of, you know, playing them in the different tunings, also doing some slide.
Yeah, you can, what I did for one gig, I put a little nut extender on this end.
Yeah.
And used it for slide, you know, sort of Hawaiian style, but I can't play it on my lap, but I played it like this. And it sounded incredible.
Yeah, well,
really
and you know good slide.
Well,
you've had a few recordings.
I've kind of messed around with it a bit.
Okay, like a rock. There you go. I'm just, you know, just throwing it out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice cut.
Thanks.
So, you know, we've got your custom one over to your side, Rick, to where now you made this one fretless.
Yes. I've been messing around in recent times with fretless guitar, and so I had a luthier friend of mine pull the frets and put on a solid piece of metal here with some sort of alloy. I don't know what he used, but yeah, it's just another sound.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, well, you know, and you're always coming up with unique sounds for, you know, your guest spots and for your own solo albums. And also, you know, I think within the last year, G-sharp came out with the bass model right here we've got in between us. And that was a lot of fun too. You know, once again, a great little travel instrument, you know, neck through body construction still with the single pickup, and they come with a gig bag. And, you know,
very light.
Yeah, very light and very fun.
That's the thing, you know, if you're having fun with your instrument, you're going to use it more, and you're probably going to write something.
Right, right.
So they say there's a song in every guitar, and so, you know, it's true of these
I think
too.
these are great, and like you said, great for travel too, because they'll fit in the overhead, you know, when you're traveling and all that. And you're traveling a lot. Speaking of which, you've got a number of gigs coming up this month.
I do, yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, let's see, where do I start? I go to out to Maui, because Mick Fleetwood, you know, who's my partner in the Mick Fleetwood Blues Band, featuring Rick Vito.
And you've been writing a lot of new material for that, I understand.
Have, yeah. Our last record came out in 2008 or 9, and it was nominated for a Grammy in 2010. But we haven't done another one, so we're now talking about doing another record. So I've been writing some stuff and seeing what sticks to the wall. So we're going to go out there and try working up some new material and doing a show at his club, Fleetwood's, on Maui, on the 24th. And then I go up to Canada with my band, the Lucky Devils, for the that's called the Nanaimo Blues Festival.
Right.
It's just on Victoria Island.
And then you've got another blues festival in Ireland, right?
Yes, in Monaghan Island. It's called the Harvest Blues Festival on September 3rd. come back to the States and start the Mick Fleetwood Blues Band tour on September 15th.
Yeah, out on the West Coast, right?
On the West Coast, yes.
Yeah. So, and you're back in the studio also working on some new original songs.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
and your album last year was just incredible.
Thank you. That was Mojo on my side. It was on Delta Groove label. So we'll play them the new stuff, see if they want to put that out.
And that album's still selling well.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you
the
know,
blues won't die.
I still got it in my car, and the tracks are just, you know, the whole album's just a great listen because you can tell some of your influences, and you really bring it to the table with your vocals and your guitar playing on that album.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So what's going to be up with the new album?
Well, it's kind of a continuation of the last one. I'm playing more fretless guitar, which is kind of a unique sound, at least to me. It sounds like a cross between slide and fretted.
Right.
And, you know, it's basically a little bit of New Orleans R&B feel, a little bit of blues, a little bit of R&B, and a couple surprises, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait. When do you think it'll come out?
Well, I'm hoping that I can get something happening by the 1st of next year.
That'd be great. You'll have to come back on then.
Okay.
Now,
it's a deal.
what's your website where everybody can keep up with your tours and with your albums and everything?
Sure, yeah, that's real easy. rickvito.com, and we're on Facebook and everything too.
And you're going to let us know when you're going to start back on your paintings also, because you had a very nice showing at Caesars in Las Vegas in their gallery.
Yeah, I had a pretty good run there. I was right up next to artists like John Entwistle.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's Ringo, you know. So it was a gallery that featured the art of various musicians. And so
I think it's incredible that you have all those creative outlets, and you've acted also with the movies and everything you've been in. It's
Yeah,
like, you're like a Renaissance man.
yeah, I guess you could say that.
And you play some guitar.
Yeah, we can't forget that.
Well, very great guitar. I'll tell you what, it's so great having you on, Rick.
Thank you.
And
Pleasure.
be sure and see Rick, whether he's touring with Mick Fleetwood or with his solo band. If you're at a blues festival, you will probably see him. And check out his website, rickvito.com, to see the new album and to keep up with all the tours.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for watching the Fox 17 Rock and Review.
Thanks.